Grave Digger's Tyler Menninga has been the man to beat all season long, dominating racing, two-wheel skills, and freestyle. Can the black and green wrecking machine driver continue his triple threat dominance here in Providence? Menninga's continued rivalry with both Blake Granger and Caleb Blood has been front and center through the first 4 cities of the season. Will they prove themselves once again as formidable opponents? One thing is certain, it's a battle of wills here in Providence.
In this part of the world, this part of the country, the dirt just doesn't want to pack. It's like it's got a lot of sand in the consistency of it, which makes it really tough on the dirt crew to pack it and have the dirt stay there. As you can see, there's a lot of roost flying off the tires. So this will be anybody's game, man. I'm excited to watch it.
Finals are set. Tyler Menninga, Blake Granger. We all know the battles that Tom Mentz and Dennis Anderson had throughout the years, and tonight they continue with Max D and Grave Digger. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting to see in the final round. Blake Granger a little sideways as they get through that first part of the race. Now Tyler Menninga again with a great win. He's making it look so easy here tonight in Providence as he's done all season long.
Yeah, Blake looked really strong early on, but it looked like he really lost his consistent edge right there against Tyler. And Tyler's in the winner's circle again.
It's the married couple making it to the finals. Max D's Blake Granger, Soldier Fortune's Caleb Blood. One thing is certain, we know they love each other, but they are super competitive with each other, and I would not want to face off with my wife in anything, so my heart goes out to Blake Granger here, but who do you give the advantage to in the finals?
You can't help but to think that Blake definitely has the advantage, but he's also got that mind game going on facing off with his wife, man. Anything can happen.
How much do you think he brags about that world championship to his wife?
I think it's only so far. You can only take that so far because then you start to really feel the effects of it different ways being at home. You just never know what Kayla might have up her sleeve, man.
Blake Granger takes the inside position. Again, he gets so defensive with that zigzag. He's one of the best when it comes to the blocking, whether it's passing or defending that top spot. Now starting to put the distance between he and his wife, Kayla Blood. Can he hang on? Looking for the 8 points that come with this win. Around the turn they go. Max D's got it. Blake Granger looking good. Kayla Blood, look at the kisses being blown. So it's not enough to beat your wife. You have to rub it in by blowing her a kiss.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she's going to remember that in the coming competitions. I can't wait to see what's next.
With your Zombie Nation teammate, Joe Uri, he comes off and gets a stoppie. Almost a little popper.
Yeah, that was a great nose wheelie into a little moonwalk. He's got it in reverse. Great balance, man. Everybody wants to see the zombie arms hit the ground sometimes when we're doing that.
Great combo move then, Armando Castro. It's tough to call that a popper, not a lot of air. It's more of a stoppie. He does the same thing into a nose wheelie and attempting to back it up in a moonwalk over the ramp.
Yeah, this takes a lot of great throttle control, as well as he's hitting a button inside the cab to blow that El Toro Loco smoke. Man, he backed it all the way across the pod. That's awesome.
Blake Granger and Maxie. Now there is a popper, a big popper. He lands it right on the front 2 tires. Got a nose wheelie across the pod, then a moonwalk back over the pod again. Actually just stops it right there. I love the technique, the precision, and the skill to keep Max D upright.
Now, I've seen this 100 times, and it doesn't matter. It's still so amazing to see that these Monster Jam trucks are capable of balancing like this. It takes a true driver to be able to do that.
Tyler Menninga has been dominating the two-wheel skills challenge. Tonight was no different, putting him right back on top. You know, when you look at the moonwalks, how tough is it to get it up over the ramp?
It's tough. Your timing has to be right on time, and you really have to catch the truck at the right moment to gather that balance point that is so important. As you can see, Tyler is just standing still, playing with the shifter, going back and forth, sets it down. He knows he's in a good position there.
Tyler Menninga winning his 12th out of 14 when it comes to the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Great night so far here for him at the Dunkin' Donuts Center. We're going to take a look right now where the field placed Grave Digger back on top of the leaderboard with his 2nd win of the night. Armando Castro kicking us off in El Toro Loco. 3rd place for him. Great donut, everything you want.
Wow, instantly he went down to the concrete. Just goes to show this dirt here in Providence, as Tyler explained earlier, it's very fine, doesn't pack well, makes for great service for donuts.
And Tyler would be right about watching Grave Digger spin and spin, but it would only get him 2nd place as Caleb Blood and Soldier Fortune mastered the whirlwinds and took the win.
That's amazing. I think she's really the one that's probably one of the first ones to break down to the concrete, really got that Soldier Fortune truck spinning fast.
And the importance of the donut challenge in the donut center bar. We don't want to lose sight in that. We can't say that very often on the show. But with that win, Kayla takes home 8 points. And her husband took a big stumble in this competition with last place. That's going to hurt him in the overall standings. But we're going to take a look. He did start off the night with that big ATV win. So your overall point standings here, Tyler Menninga jumping to the front with that 4-point lead over Blake Granger. Megalodon's Jack Brown for the second night in a row finds himself in the finals, but it is Kayla Blood who with the win could overtake Tyler and Blake in the quest for the overall event championship.
Wow, you know she's going to be pushing hard in this final round to gain those very urgent points that she's going to need to fight for the overall event championship.
We mentioned the starts for Jack Brown. Kayla Blood fending it off, and Jack Brown into the turn pole in Megalodon. So Kayla Blood now going to take advantage. She is not letting off at all. She is going to try to win this one easily. Can she run mistake-free here?
Wow, that was amazing there, because I really thought for a second Jack Brown's got this track figured out. He was probably the fastest one around the track all night, and just a small mistake hands Kayla the win right here.
He tried to get the pass on her up over the pod. She blocked it, sending him into a downward spiral. So Kayla Blood now receives her second win of the night. However, Bari, it's her consistency finishing each event near the top that has allowed her to surpass her husband, Blake Granger, and now Gravedigger's Tyler Menninga for the overall event championship. As we take a look at the leaderboard, Kayla Blood, great win. A lot on the line for her. She came out, did what she had to do, and now a 1-point lead over Tyler Menninga. And we move on to the 2019 Monster Jam World Finals ATV champion Blake Granger and Max D. A great move there. Almost looked like he was going to head over, saves it, and now it's coming back for more. There's a good-looking jump from Max D.
You know, when I think about Blake behind the wheel of Max D, one word comes to mind, and that's aggression. He drives that truck like he's just angry. I mean, he whips it around. He can use every inch of the arena floor to bring the fans to their feet. He's got a great run going so far.
Getting back up over on the back two wheels is Blake Granger in Max D. Some dirt running up now over the containers. Gets a clear shot at that ramp and clears the pod. In 2017, Blake Granger sat in for Colton Eichelberger for an event in Max D, foreshadowing his future now as part of the Max D family. Little rough landing there, couldn't quite get over.
Yeah, and I was there for that event, and I could tell then Blake really had the prowess to be a Max D driver. He said from the get-go Max D was always his favorite truck. What a dream come true to actually be piloting the truck, and he's doing it at a high level.
Whoa. And look at the save for Blake Granger. Almost made it again. Can he save it? This is unbelievable.
Wow. You can't help to think, you see that skid mark on the concrete, that really helped him to be able to save that truck. And what an awesome move. You definitely can't plan that.
The original Superglue replay shows us Max D on the roof of the truck. Looks like he was done. Blake Granger able to get it back over. And there's your new freestyle leader. But now we take a look at our BKT top 5 overall leaderboard. And with that freestyle run, Max D could complete the comeback of the series. But is it enough to hold off Soldier Fortune and Grave Digger?
But Kayla's up to the challenge. She starts to announce her presence right there, just reminiscent to what Blake started his run as. He started that same jump. So let's see if she can have this great momentum to carry through.
Whoa! Great save there for Kayla Blood. Almost tipped it over. In the battle, a husband and wife tonight, they've gone head-to-head twice. They are 1 each, so this is almost a rubber match. She has a chance to take a freestyle win away from her husband, knock him out of the event championship, or it could go the other way. There's a great donut on the move, almost a rotating donut for Kayla Blood. It could go the other way, and Blake Granger could walk out of this thing with it all.
I love this storyline. You know, it's two fierce competitors that happen to be husband and wife, so you know right there that's a great story in itself. And they really battle it out. I mean, they don't give each other an inch, so it'll be really exciting to see what Kayla comes up with.
And you can't take anything away from Grave Digger, who's sitting and waiting. Look at that move, a wheelie down the pod on one wheel, and she lands it. Great move for Kayla Blood. That could save her run tonight. And there's another rotating donut.
That was great composure to be able to realize the truck just needed to settle down. She didn't hit the throttle. She didn't hit the brake. She just rode it out, and it paid off for her.
Now, she loves hitting the 8-pack backflip. She landed almost right in front of it, but avoided. Was that because she didn't have momentum?
Yeah, that could very well be the case. You definitely have to set those backflips up. You don't want to approach them where you feel like you can't do it right.
Will that come into play? She's on the wrong side of the track, as revving it up to get the fans going, and that is going to do it for Kayla Blood and Soldier Fortune. We take a look now at the original Super Glue replay. Second place finish for Soldier Fortune. The question, will it be enough to hold on to first place standing in the quest for the overall event championship? This man could have a lot to do with that. Let me ask you this, Bari, not that he needs it, but there's always that Grave Digger sort of fan influence that everybody that may not know Monster Jam or Monster Trucks knows Grave Digger. Could that come into play tonight in Tyler's quest for the event championship?
It's possible, but that's why Grave Digger has some of the best drivers in the sport. I mean, Tyler would probably excel no matter which truck he drove. And it just so happens he's in one of the most popular Monster Jam trucks that ever exist in Grave Digger. So they chose him for a reason, and he gets the job done every night, no matter what. And it's really awesome just to sit back, even as a fan for myself, just to watch him drive.
He does not have to win freestyle to win the event championship, just second place. This could do it for him. There's the 8-pack the first time tonight, and he lands it.
Wow, the crowd's going nuts. I mean, that was really cool. I think the crowd was really waiting for that. Into an amazing stoppy moonwalk. Man, I think this is probably going to seal the deal. Kayla left a lot of points there on the line, and it opened the door wide for Tyler and Grave Digger.
Great save for Tyler Menninga. You were waiting for that to happen, and there's another attempt at a save for him. Cannot land that one. Will it be enough to take the event championship? And there is your new freestyle leader as we take a look at the original Super Glue glued to the action replay. A great 8-pack backflip, a great freestyle win, and that will propel him now to the event championship. Let's take a look at the overall point standings on the BKT leaderboard. His second overall win here in Providence, third win tonight, narrowly beating Soldier Fortune's Caleb Blood, who gave him a run for his money until the last run.
Hey Motorsports fans, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe before you go for all the latest news and highlights across motorsports.